Hey guys, I'm going to recap the last 2 days of trading that we've done. Of course, in the small account, we are in that one trade a day cycle. There's a lot of the traders that I'm mentoring, as they're starting out, we're talking about just taking that one trade, that one morning trade, win, lose, or draw, take that trade and shut it down. What our focus is on executing, developing our trading plan, executing it as close to perfect as we can. So whether it's a win or a loss, if it's, a loss, we want to have stuck to our stop and done everything right according to what our plan was. If we win and make money on it, then we want to have done everything according to our plan, meaning waiting for the stock to hit our target before taking some off, not taking our trades off early, just allowing ourselves to let this trade work. And, you got to develop your confidence and build yourself up from there. And that's what we've been doing. So, I may not do a recap video every day. I may just do them once every 2 days as we go through this. But obviously, if we get a swing trade in or all day hold, then I'll just do a recap that day. But I was listening to Eric Thomas the other day, and he said, he was talking about the longer you wait, the longer you will wait. And what he meant was, the longer you wait to get started chasing your dream or chasing your goals, the longer you're going to wait, the longer you're going to have to wait to feel that success, to achieve that success. Because if you're not making progress toward it, it's never going to get to you. It's not going to come to you. You're going to have to go to it. And you can't just sit back and wait for the perfect time. Too many people will never, ever get to that next level. And it's not because they're not smart enough or not talented enough. It's because they're sitting here waiting for the perfect time, the perfect opportunity. The perfect time to start anything is now. And, I was thinking about that. And it's funny, I watch Andy Griffith a lot during the day and during the slow times. And, it was the episode where this hobo came to town and he was teaching Opie, that tomorrow is the best time to start any job. There's no other better day than tomorrow. And so he would never start anything. And that's kind of the mentality, that we want to get away from. What if tomorrow never comes? And that's a very strong possibility. So whatever you want to do, you want to start, right now. Don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait for the perfect scenario. Don't wait to get the perfect computer or whatever. You really don't even have to wait until you get money. You can start learning now. There's a lot of resources out there that you can start with, right now. So, why wait? You want to, the worst thing you can do is jump in something, you save up and you get all of this equipment and you got 6 monitors and you got this gaming computer and water cooled and you got it plumbed to your house plumbing and all of this stuff, and you got all this money and you can't trade a lick. You have no clue of what you're doing. And you fall on your face. You don't want to do that. Too many people have done that. You start where you are with what you have, and you actually get more out of what you're doing because you're focused. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But, you don't want to wait too long. You want to get started. There's no reason why you can't get started if this is what you want to do, going toward reaching your goals. All right, yesterday we traded CCL, and of course this damn thing sells off hard pre-market. Once the market opens, we really don't have much of a move left. But it was decent. We did pretty good. We traded it exactly the way we wanted it to. We let the market open and put in the 5-minute opening range low. This was a stock on earnings. So I'm going to be a little aggressive on it. I like earnings catalyst. So we got it as soon as we broke the opening range low, the 5-minute opening range low. First target was just over a point away. So we got out at 58. Second target was 57.50, which is another 50 cents. Another psychological area of support, and that's where it bounced right off of that level. And I went ahead and took on a profit stop up here. Yeah, I could have left this on, but it never would have. It would have stopped me out. And yeah, maybe I could have left it on and had this stop back at break even, and eventually it would have hit my. It would have come close to my 57. I think it would have hit it on this move down. So it would have hit my target on this. But when you're trading a smaller account, you gotta lock in profit when you got it. That's the name of the game. So we had the solid move. When it starts to reverse on you, go ahead and take it off. You don't know where it's gonna stop. Now I know we're doing our one trade deal, and even this one really didn't give us a good opportunity to get back in. We probably could have got back in and made another couple of bucks off of this, but not much. As you see, it came back and then it just kind of traded sideways. But the reason why I'm scaling out with 100 shares is because you want to practice with smaller size. You don't want to get sized up and find out that you're not comfortable sizing out, and you make mistakes and you end up losing money. You're going to lose more money trading with 500 shares than you will with 100. So you want to master trading with 100 shares. And I 100% believe, and this is my personal belief, and I've seen it happen over and over and over and over again. I can't tell you how many times. If you can't manage 100 shares, there's no way in hell you're going to manage 500 or 1,000. You're going to be even more shook up. Because you jump in 1,000 shares and the stock moves against you 10, 15 cents. You're quickly down 100, 150 bucks. And I guarantee you these stocks that you get in will move against you at some point. And if you're not ready to handle that, it's not going to end well. So that's why I recommend, even if you do have a lot of money in your account and you're trying to learn how to trade, crawl before you walk. Build a foundation. Build that confidence, knowing that you can trade and you can be consistent. It's not about how much money you make at first. It's about developing that skill. And that's why we're doing this. So, $100 yesterday on this, not bad. Not bad at all for, this deal. So today, we weren't as fortunate. And in a sense, it's kind of my fault because, I knew this was right here. And, I had this as my target. but it never hit. The ask side never got down to 5180. And that was going to be my target. It never reached 5180. I know it dipped to like 5170 something, but the ask never made it there. And if the ask doesn't get there, it's not going to fail. And I never could get that back, and we turned around and came back up and got stopped out. This was a little bit more aggressive move, taking this and looking to get some profit here. But had it worked, we would have locked in some profit, and we wouldn't have been red on the day. We wouldn't have been green by that much, but we wouldn't have been red. And this was really too close. If you look at it now, it was just too close. And that was just a mistake I made in judgment. And this is why we take that one trade. We can look at it, we can analyze it, and all day, and we can just watch the market and watch how it moves and say, this is where I would have got in. Would have got in here. What would have happened? You watch the price action, and you learn how to get the pulse of the stock, so that when you go to trade it and you're trading a secondary move, you already know the rhythm. You can feel how it moves. If the rhythm messes up, if it skips a beat, that throws up a red flag, and then it's time to either bail out, or you just want to make sure you keep it tight, because things may not continue to go the way you want them to go. But very, very important. So it doesn't matter whether we won or not. We stuck to our stops. Our $50, we didn't lose. But right at $50, that was our goal, not to lose over that. And so tomorrow, if we have another winner, we're going to continue building our account. We're still green for the week. Still green for the week. But it's all about developing skill. So we're going to do this. And while when we take this trade, then we're looking at paper trading secondary strategies and watching how's this stock navigate all of the support that's got right here. Here's the 20-day. This comes directly from the daily chart. This was a pre-market low. And then I moved it down. Well, pre-market low was up here, then I moved it down. And you can see I kind of entered a little bit early, being a little bit aggressive on this, because this was an earnings play, but I was a little bit too aggressive and didn't respect the 50 the way I should have. It was just too close. All right, so that's been my 2 days, and I didn't really go over yet what we did for the week. Last week we did 465.55. Solid day on Tuesday. Wednesday was more back in line. Friday, I don't know who the hell got inside of me, but did not trade well at all Friday. Really, Friday, KMX is what we traded, and really should have had 250 to 300 on that. But I really didn't get the pulse of it. I didn't have the rhythm of the stock. It was kind of moving erratic. I couldn't dance with it like I wanted to. But squeaked out a little bit. So end of the week, 465.55. And if you average the 4 days that we did trade, we averaged a little over $100 a day. That's not bad starting with a $1,000 account. Making $351 and starting with $1,000, that's not a bad take. And you saw firsthand in chat, we only traded with 100 shares. and 50 shares. That's all it took. You know, it can be done. And I scaled out. So it can be done. You just have to believe and trust in the process and, you know, put in the right work. It can happen. Only one all-day hold, and that was on Friday. So that was the only thing that we did. So slow week on it. This is just a slow time of the year for me. This week between June 1st and let's say the middle of July, it's the slowest time of the year for me. I mean, just dead slow. So the fact that we are making a couple bucks and, you know, we're staying relatively green, and we're only having these small red days here and there, that's a win for me. You know, and this is what we want to see. When it's slow, we may be making a little bit of money, but we're not giving a lot back. That's going to help keep us going and moving on to the next level. As far as swing trades, all cash right now. We're just kind of waiting for the market to invite us back in. But we had 2 losers that we kept our risk and our, you know, losses in check. Had 1 huge winner on PLNT. Just had to hold it longer than I wanted to. And finally took S off. It did make a move on an analyst upgrade. So I just killed it. You know, I shouldn't have been trading and waiting on that anyway in my short-term account. You know, that was just a mistake. But back to all cash. I need to figure out what this does here. What is this? I don't, for some reason, it's not. Is this the, I need to go back and check. I know I didn't have that much in fees and commissions. I know I made more than that. So I got to figure out how to read this. It's just easier for me to just download everything or upload everything to TraderView so it can calculate everything for me than to try to type things in. Or I can download the file in the Excel form from DOS and then, you know, enter it into the Excel spreadsheet. And I don't want to do all of that. I just want to click download and go from there. But I do need to figure out where the so I can get a true P&L. If you look at the individual ones on the website, it gives you the true P&L for each trade minus the commissions. So I may have to add that up. May have to add that up alone. But, you know, not bad. I'm pretty happy with where we're at. It's just slow right now. It's just slow for me all the way around. But when it picks up, you know, I'll be ready. And, you know, we can start rolling in some pretty good gains in this. All right, so that's going to do it for me today. You guys have a great night, great evening. And I will see you guys first thing in the morning.